With just a week to go until the unemployment benefit runs out for jobless Americans, the White House and Senate Republicans still can't reach an agreement on a new stimulus package that would include extending the unemployment benefit. About all that they have agreed on is that the payroll tax cut that Donald Trump has been favoring will not be included in the bill. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, wanting to prevent up to 30 million people losing the unemployment benefit all at once, suggested passing a smaller bill now so that the jobless won't have their benefit interrupted. He could not get Democrats or Republicans to agree, however. This terrible virus is still with us. It kills more Americans every day, said Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, on the Senate floor. He added that they had reached an agreement on a framework that will enable Congress to make law and deliver more relief to the American people that is tailored precisely to this phase of the crisis. However, details were not released on the framework, and it appeared there were still some disagreements. The GOP had wanted to have a plan in place by July 22, but not everyone could come to an agreement, leaving them to look to Monday to have an offer to present to Democrats. There were disagreements late Thursday, however, over whether to include a request related to manufacturing and China that Senator Lindsey Graham, RSC, wanted to include. "I guess the only way I could characterize it is, it's a work in progress," said Senator John Thune, RSD, the number 2 Republican in the Senate. Senator Marco Rubio's, RFL, opinion was that they'd get something done before it's all said and done, but like everything else in this process forever, it's gonna be loud, messy, appear to be almost doomed on many occasions. One item that hit the scrap pile was Donald Trump's demand to include a payroll tax cut, as it was something Republicans just don't want to include. However, Trump tweeted about it and blamed the Democrats. House Democrats passed a $3 trillion bill in May to send Americans new stimulus checks and help state and local governments, but it sat around without being taken up. But with the $600 weekly unemployment running out next week, it's put some heat on the Senate, leading to questions of what will be included. Mnuchin and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows met with McConnell on Thursday morning and emerged saying there was a fundamental agreement. However, the intention was to break the bill up into smaller, more easily digestible sections, yet both Democrats and Republicans didn't really take to the idea. "No, no, no," said House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, DCA. "This is a package. We cannot piecemeal this." Confusingly, one item in the package is a White House push regarding the location of the FBI building in downtown Washington. It's currently kitty-corner to the Trump International Hotel. It appears there were plans to move the headquarters to the suburbs, but the Trump administration scrapped the idea, as they want to keep the same location and rebuild. Trump had mentioned installing a running track on top of the new building because FBI people like to work out a lot. McConnell said on the floor that the new GOP proposal would include a second round of stimulus checks, aid for schools, money for testing, changes to unemployment assistance rules, additional money for small businesses, and liability reform to prevent employees from suing if they get sick at work. The last item on the list is one that Democrats have flat out rejected. The GOP proposal includes replacing the weekly $600 unemployment benefit with roughly $200 weekly. The House approved keeping it at $600. Yet, the $600 is set to expire at the end of the month. "We don't want this to expire next Friday," said Mnuchin. "It's not a difficult concept. You don't get paid more to stay home than you do when you have a job." Democrats are throwing heat at the GOP for not being able to reach an agreement. "Our Republican colleagues have been so divided, so disorganized, and so unprepared, that they have to struggle to draft even a partisan proposal within their own conference before they talk to a single Democrat," said Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, D. New York, on the Senate floor. It appears the Republican legislative response to COVID is ununified, unserious, and unsatisfactory.